John won't eat with me, but I guess I'm lucky because he still has sex with me. But only in the dark, which is my choice because I'm scared to let him see me nude. He says my thighs are fat, my belly's wiggly, my breasts are sagging.
You were 5'4", 98 pounds.
I can certainly lose a little bit more weight to make him happy.
All I've heard from him is the things that are bad about me and nothing that's good about me. I want to be perfect, and I'm just not. Sex is just a big joke. It's like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, but I don't get thanks. You keep hurting me, and I don't know what else to say to you.
I don't want to be married to a fat woman.
You're my husband. You're supposed to love me.
If she don't lose weight, I'm out of here in 6 minutes.
Maybe I'll just lose this weight, and maybe I won't want him anymore.
When God was handing out ignorance and stupidity, they all stood in line twice.
Now, A, we all get older, and B, it changes your life when you have a baby. Now, those are not the most brilliant words I've ever said, but they're certainly true. What those men are saying, that's very painful to hear from the father of your child. And the women here today say they are absolutely crushed. You know, they want back the body they had before the baby. I want the body they had before the baby. But they want their loving husbands back as well. And what you heard, that does not come from a loving husband. Please meet Kim. Kim says that her husband, John, is pressuring her so hard to lose the weight she gained when she had the baby that she is down to, what, a meal a day? A little bit of lettuce with some, a little piece of meat on it or something. Yeah. Kim, you appear to me to be very thin. I don't understand what your husband is talking about. I mean, can you just stand up for a moment? You're somebody who looks to be about 100 pounds, and and how tall are you?
I'm 5'4" tall.
Sit down. 5'4" at 90, you were 98 pounds. That's very thin. What is he talking about? What does he say about your body?
He says my thighs are fat, my belly's wiggly, my breasts, yeah. My breasts are sagging. It's my second child. I went and got my tubes tied not to have any more children.
Why?
Because of this. Because I didn't want him to look at me fat anymore. And I feel, too, if he ever did walk out on me because of me being fat, that at least I could support 2 children, maybe not anymore.
In your mind, at this weight, in your mind, do you think you're fat?
I'm not as fat as when I had the baby.
Well, no, but babies,
Yeah.
babies weigh something.
But yeah, I can certainly lose a little bit more weight to make him happy and me.
I'm having trouble understanding this. How does John pressure you to lose weight?
He won't eat a meal with me.
He won't eat a meal with you?
No, he won't eat with me. He doesn't want to encourage me to eat. And I always cook. I cook very good food. And I'm always hungry, but I don't want to tell him that. I don't want him to make fun of me.
What are you eating a day?
I eat usually a salad with lean meat. I snack on stuff like hard-boiled eggs when I get really super hungry, but it's just one basic meal a day, and it's usually lunch. One of the things that he did that really has bothered me was this week I had to saw a 1/4-inch thick piece of plywood to make a shelf in my kitchen underneath the cupboard. And he told me, saw the wood yourself. You need to burn off some of that fat and calories.
Now, he will not take you out unless he thinks you look good enough. Yes. What do? You put on a dress?
I put on a dress, an outfit, and since I have gotten a little bit bigger since I had my second son, nothing really fits right. So he will not allow me to go outside in any of my outfits anymore. He picks out what I can wear.
Okay. And also what you wear, your nightgowns? Tell me about the nightgowns.
I tried on a couple of nice little lacy nightgowns, negligees for him, and he said, no, it's not good enough.
Not good enough.
Not good enough. You're not losing the weight fast enough. I asked him if I could have a membership to work out, and he won't even buy me a membership because he says I'm not losing it fast enough. I was 150 pounds when I gave birth to my son, and I'm 115 pounds now, and he wants me down to 100.
Now, you wrote us a letter that describes what goes on in the bedroom between you and John.
Yes,
Do you mind reading a part of that?
I'll read. So, dear Sally, in our bedroom, my husband comments on my jello belly, on my breast being uneven. And
Being uneven?
uneven. My thighs wiggle too much. I've had my teeth fixed. I color my hair, and I never let him see me without makeup on, no matter what. And John won't eat with me, but I guess I'm lucky because he still has sex with me. But only in the dark, which is my choice because I'm scared to let him see me nude.
Kim, you say that you even fear that he cheated on you while you were pregnant. Do you think so?
I can't tell you yes. He denies it, but he went, when I was 8 months pregnant, went up to the mountains, to his brother's cabin for 5 days, and never called me. Never called to see if I might be in labor early, to see anything, and then he comes back as if nothing ever happened.
Did you ask him what he was doing there for 5 days?
Of course. In fact, I filed for a divorce, and it was denied, but instead of just jumping into a divorce, I'd like to try to work things out and make myself look better for him.
Kim, do you love John?
I do love John with all my heart.
Or you wouldn't be going through this.
That's right.
Okay, let's bring John out and see what's going on. What is going on here? I must say that your wife looks to me almost too thin for a woman who's recently had a baby, or she just looks almost too thin, period. Why do you think she needs to lose weight?
I think she needs to lose a little bit more weight, like the way she was when I first married her. I want her to...
Where?
Her stomach.
Her tummy?
Her stomach, it's all loose and baggy. You could probably sit there and pull it out that far. You know, it needs to be firmed up.
What else worries you?
Her chest.
What's wrong with her chest?
It's pretty saggy and it just stretch marks, and it just don't look like it used to.
What do you want me to do about it? I'm doing the best I can. I told you I'd go and work out.
You're working out just fine.
Yeah, right. That's not what you say.
I know you've complained that one of her breasts is larger than the other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One of your testicles is larger than the other. I don't have to see them. I know that because most doctors will tell you that there isn't a woman in the world whose breasts are the same, nor a man whose testicles are the same. That's just plain. John, you say you're not as interested in being intimate with her because of her body. Is there a turnoff, and if so, what?
Yeah, I think that when before we used to, she'd excite me a lot more and everything, and now I just don't get that excited anymore. And that's when she's undressing. And
what do you think it is? Why do you think you don't get as excited?
because I want the woman I married back.
Well, if you want the woman you married back, then just get me a breast job, get me my nose job, get me my jaw realigned. Go get my stomach tucked.
Who makes dinner in the house, or who eats?
I cook
She cooks everything.
everything.
Do you eat the dinner?
Sure.
What does she do while you're eating dinner?
Clean house.
Clean house, take care of the kids.
Tell him what's wrong.
Well, you just encourage me instead of discourage me, and be a little bit kinder with what you tell me in the bedroom and around the house. Maybe I wouldn't be so afraid to be seen in the nude in the light in our house instead of in the dark all the time and trying to run.
Would you rather have me lie to you and not tell you the way I feel, or?
No, I'd rather have the truth.
Well, I think the truth speaks for itself, and I think I should tell the truth about everything, and
Okay.
I want you back the way you were.
Fine.
And that's the
I will
truth.
do it.
Go ahead.
First of all, the best thing she ever did is have her tubes tied because you should not be allowed to reproduce. Children. My oldest daughter is here with me. I am not the same person my husband married physically because I've had 3 children. My last child almost died, and I had to lay on my back for 3 months in a hospital to give birth to this baby. And my husband never, in all the years we have been married, has ever told me to lose weight. I lose weight when I'm ready. I don't have the same body, and nobody.
We'll be right back.
Sex is just a big joke.
In what way is it a big joke?
Lights off, you know, don't take your shirt off. Don't, just let me hurry up and finish.
Do you think heavy women are ugly?
Yes, I do. If you like fat people, go be with the fat person.
If she don't lose weight, I'm out of here in 6 minutes.
I look fat.
No. This is Abby, and since she gave birth to her baby, which is 4 months old, is
He's
the
4
baby
months old.
healthy?
Yeah, he's fat.
The baby's fat, good.
Yeah.
Her husband, Mitch, hasn't stopped harassing her to lose weight. Again, you look to me like marvelous for somebody who had a baby 4 months ago.
He doesn't think
What
so.
is he doing to try to get you to lose weight?
It's like, all he wants to do is torment me. Like, it seems like all I hear from him is the things that are bad about me and nothing that's good about me.
Like what, hon?
He calls me Flabby instead of Abby, and I mean, it's...
Right.
And,
You can't eat
fat,
after
you know.
7 o'clock?
No.
He's insistent on you working out all the time?
he's gonna chain me to a treadmill like a dog. He's like on the plane on the way here. I cried the whole way here yesterday because he kept telling me that everybody there could see, you know, they can see why you're here, Abby. I mean, look at you, look at you. And I'm just like to the point where it's, I feel like I just want to wring his neck, like, because he's...
So everybody at the airport is staring at you.
We're walking through the airport, and I'm crying, carrying my son, trying to tell my son, it's okay, Mary, Mommy's okay. And he's walking in front of me, strutting, acting like, he just acts like he is God's gift to everything. He knows everything. And, you know...
And he calls you kind of mean names.
Oh, he calls me fat bitch. Fat, that's his favorite. You know, if I didn't have the baby, we wouldn't be together because he would never be seen with somebody that's as large as me. No other man is gonna want me. You know, I'm gonna get, if I ever leave him, I'm gonna end up with a big fat man to match my big fat. And it's just, it's kind of like living with somebody that, you know, they don't like you ever, no matter what you do. They just don't like you.
You can do nothing right.
His
right?
house is spotless, his food is cooked, you know, his clothes are clean, his bed's always made. I am so meticulous because I'm worried. I want to be perfect, and I'm just not.
I don't think any of us are. Are you afraid that he will leave you if you don't lose
He
this?
will.
He will? Is he romantic with you?
No, I think it's like wham bam, thank you, ma'am, but I don't get thanks. You know, sex is just a big joke.
In what way is it a big joke?
Lights off, you know, don't take your shirt off, don't, just let me hurry up and finish. I've lost like 30 pounds. It's been 4 months. What does he want?
All right, let's bring Mitch out. That's his name, right? Mitch?
Mitch,
okay,
yeah.
Let's have Mitch come out. Mitch, do you think she's fat?
I think she's fatter than she was when I met her.
She had a baby 4 months ago.
Right, now in 4 months, I'm not asking her the day after she gets out of the hospital to go on an exercise program. I'm not. The day after you know, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You know, what I'm asking for
Do you think heavy women are ugly?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And you know, that's fine. That's fine. You're entitled to your opinion just like I'm entitled to mine. You know? If you like fat people, go be with the fat person.
Mitch!
She's not fat, and if she was, I wouldn't be with her.
Can you see why I can't get a word in edgewise?
You say that if you knew she was going to gain weight, you would not have married her.
Well, it was kind of an agreement there, you know. I want her to look her best, and you're right, you know. I wouldn't have married her if she was the way she is, you know, or worse.
You are saying to somebody, as you grow old, never get a wrinkle. You're saying to somebody, after you have a baby, do not put on any weight. That's the way nature takes care of women so that they can nurture babies. That's biology.
I know women who's had several children who look fantastic.
And I know women with blue eyes, and you know women with brown eyes.
Right. I work hard, I give 100%, I go out to my job and I bust my butt. I want her to bust her butt. That's my sister that makes all good.
First of all, I
not
am
into
not
that,
believing that you give 100%. Your wife has sat here and said you do not do the dishes, you do not clean the house, you do not. A man who's given 100% is doing one half the housework and doing one half the
I am that.
Are you cleaning?
I do. Unlike some people.
It's 100% of what you think. Now, I want to get back to her.
She doesn't cook nothing for me. Very rarely. Once a week. I need to gain weight, and I need her to cook me some food so I can eat.
Do you cook for her?
No, I don't need to cook for her.
Why don't you need to cook for her?
He thinks he goes to work and installs satellites, and I stay home, clean house, do the dishes, take care of the laundry, take care of a 4-month-old baby who is advanced and ahead of himself right now because of me, because I spend all my time with him teaching him, and you don't respect me.
What I want you to do is tell him how you feel.
I feel like a piece of meat that's just in your house, and you just push it aside, and when you want it, you take it, and when you don't, you push it aside and call it names. I feel like a dog or something, Mitch. Like you can just kick me out of the way or feed me a bone and I'll shut up. And you say my mouth, but my mouth is running because you keep hurting me and I don't know what else to say to you.
I like all that. Here's the question. Do you care how she feels?
Sure, I care how she feels. But let me tell you, I don't want to be married to a fat woman. I don't want to be married to a fat woman. You know, and it is something that it's embarrassing. You know, I try to look good for her. Now, I'm with it, obviously. Okay, listen. I want an effort. I want to see results.
I just want somebody who cares about me.
I do care about you.
We'll be right back.
If she don't lose the weight, I'm out of here in 6 minutes.
Don't look fat.
No. Where I sit in the world, it makes me extremely afraid for what we are like as people. I mean, the gentlemen you just met and the men you're going to meet were a very few of thousands and thousands of phone calls on this topic that we received. And that makes you think, what the heck is going on out there after a woman has a baby? Please meet Tara. Tara had her baby 7 months ago. Her husband's name is Bill. And in my opinion, Tara, it's now insult to injury. Meaning her husband calls her all those names, right? And has totally lost interest in her sexually to the point that he will not sleep in the same bed as her. He tells her he deserves a great-looking woman, and that she isn't the great-looking woman. Now, here's where the insult comes in from the injury. The dirty magazines, right? And then the fact that he goes out and gets other women's phone numbers in front of her, plus encourages the men he is with to call her dirty names. Why don't you think he's being supportive?
I don't really know. I've really tried to get the weight off. It's just not good enough for him. It's not fast enough for him. He doesn't understand. I'm tired at night. I'm up with the baby quite a bit. And I love my little girl. I want the best for her.
Have you ever left the baby with him for a couple of days?
No.
It's a good thing. You might want to think about doing it. It certainly does show somebody what it's like. Let's bring him out, okay? And let's talk to him and see what's going on here. Bill, would you come on out?
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
Bill, you have admitted that you left your wife, one wife, because she gained weight.
Yeah.
If you leave Tara, won't that mean you've left 2 wives because they've gained weight?
2 fat wives. 2 fat.
So I'm fat.
Yeah.
You.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Do I look fat?
No.
She knows she's fat. She admits to it. She can stand here and say whatever she wants, but she knows she's fat.
Hey, I'm heavy. I'll admit it.
She needs to lose the weight. If she don't lose the weight, I'm out of here in 6 minutes.
Hey, you know what? I might.
Why, Bill, why are you not sleeping with your wife?
I'm not attracted to her. I mean, it's when I met her, she was slim, looked good, throw some moves on me that I couldn't forget. I stuck with them. No, she can't. No, she can't because she's not in shape as she was before, and it's not possible.
How can you say that about me? Don't you love me?
You know,
you love me at all?
Yes, I love
Then why don't you show me? Why don't you tell me? Why don't you sleep with me at night?
Why don't you lose some weight for me? Why don't you do something for me?
What about the magazines that you know are an insult to her? The dirty magazines.
What? You guys don't? You don't have a dirty magazine at home? Come on. You don't have a dirty magazine? All right. Like this guy here, huh? Little funny?
How do you think that makes me
They
feel?
just won't admit it.
How do you think that makes me feel?
She's bigger. She can still do the same moves and think the same thoughts. You're the sicko.
Go ahead.
Ladies, you got to get your self-esteem together. And for you three gentlemen, if you want the perfect figure on a woman, go to the store and buy you a blow-up woman that will not get no bigger.
Hey, part of getting their self-respect back is having a good personal outlook on how they look physically.
Not necessarily.
Let me
This
tell you
woman
something.
just had
Let me tell you
babies.
something. The way she acted when she was thin and more attractive than the way she is a lot better than the way she acts now. The way she acts now, she's embarrassed to do anything.
Let me...
I don't give up that easy. I tell you, I'm gonna make things happen to work the way I want.
Let me ask you.
He's gonna emotionally
It's
beat me up until
my
I
life.
walk off.
It's my life, and I'm gonna try to make it the best I can. And if
Let me-
I'm not happy, I have to work on something.
We belong. Shh. We got a lot of problems with the me generation, I can tell. Let me ask you a question. What's going on with him?
I don't know. I am so depressed. I mean, I don't know what to do. I mean, I try to do different things. I'm so depressed.
How do you feel about him walking off just now?
I don't know. You know, maybe I'll just lose this weight, and maybe I won't want him anymore.
I'm worried because you're not leaving the house. And Bill, come back and sit
I
down.
love him, you know. I keep hoping things will get better.
Do you care that she is unhappy? Do you care?
He don't care that I'm unhappy. If he cared so much, I got out of the shower. I sit on the couch. I'm in my towel.
Why?
He says, "You look like a beached whale. You look like a beached whale."
Why do you not care that she's unhappy? Why do you not care?
She doesn't care that I'm unhappy. She doesn't. Man, she eats too much. She doesn't care. No, bull. You can sit and say whatever. My belly ain't hanging over my pants. My belly ain't hanging.
We'll be right back.
He's not attracted to me anymore because I'm too fat for him.
Since you had the baby?
You are the fight. Get off my stage.
Okay, maybe Tara, this is something you relate to because maybe it's a step along the path. This is Teresa. You've been married 5 years. Husband named Paul, right?
Mm-hmm.
Paul is cheating on you.
Oh my God.
He admits it.
Mm-hmm.
Why does he say he's cheating?
Because he says that he's not attracted to me anymore because I'm too fat for him.
Since you had the baby?
I have 2 kids.
2 kids.
He even come with hickeys on his neck.
Why does he say he's doing this? In other words,
Because he
it's
thinks
the weight.
I'm fat.
Okay, but what does he do and say to you about the weight?
Well, he'll tell me, like, look at yourself. He'll tell me to look in the mirror, to look at myself, or he'll, like, if I'm cleaning the house and I'll tell him, can you watch the girls while I clean the house? He'll say, like, well, you need to do it anyways because you're the one that needs to lose weight. And like when we get into a fight and stuff, he'll call me names and, you know, we really get into it about it.
Is he basically a coward?
Yeah.
I say he's a coward because he's been giving us a hard time today when we said, you've admitted that you are cheating. You have told her, you have told our producer. Let's see if he comes out, okay? Paul, come on out.
Come on, Paul.
He'll be all right.
All right, go ahead. What are you talking about?
Paul?
Yeah.
You said you did not want to come out because you didn't want people to boo you. Is that correct?
Well, this. No, it's not that.
They're booing because
It's just this.
they are booing because they feel the sanctity of marriage, and they're booing a man who's cheating on his wife. Okay?
Wait. He works and he brings the income in and he does this and he does that. You know what? I do it too. I take care of the kids. Yeah, my ass don't clean the house 'cause you don't help me. Yeah, my ass don't cook dinner because when I do make dinner, you never eat it. You know why?
Do I cook and clean?
Oh, maybe
More than
once
you
in
do.
a blue moon you
And how
cook
often
and
do you
clean.
cook and clean?
Oh,
How often?
I do it every damn day. That's a daily routine for me. Why do you go out and cheat on me then? And then you say that you're not attracted to me anymore. What is it? Is it some kind of thing that you need to do? Do you have to go out there and get laid by someone else and then come back to me for something else?
Sounds like he's the one with the low self-esteem having to go
Is
out
that
and
what
get
you
other
need to
women to
do?
make him feel better.
Do you think it makes me
I
feel good when you come home and you have hickeys on your neck from someone else or something? I mean, is it all because I'm fat? Is that what it is?
I mean, why else would I go outside the marriage for? That's the only reason I go outside the marriage.
It's because I'm fat.
Yeah.
Okay, how come you
I mean,
don't
just
let
don't-
me come to you and stuff? Every time when I want to hug you or something or hold you or something, what do? You're always pushing me away. And then after that, yeah, we've been through a lot. You know how our marriage is, everything that we've been through. But man, don't you think I need that too?
We'll be right back.
You guys want me to leave? You guys want me to leave? I'll talk to you.
We have asked relationship expert Dr. Anne Renee Testa to come back to the show. Say hello to Anne Renee. I think we asked you to come out because she was so upset, and she's been sitting here the whole show and seen not only her husband but all these other men. What's bothering you?
I can't seem to do enough to fix myself up. And I'm trying so hard. And I'm gonna keep trying till I reach that 100-pound mark, if that's okay.
No, you won't. No, you won't. You don't have to let anybody tell you who you are. You need to find your own self-value inside yourself, and no man on earth and no one on earth can define who you are. I want you to see your own value and don't pay any attention to a little boy that's telling you what to do. I'm looking at her,
She's
Sally.
right. Anne Renee is right. Really. Honest.
She is suicidal. That is suicidal. You
First
don't
of all,
see
she's
it, but I
very,
want you to
very
see it.
thin. She has gotten
She's painfully thin. And she says she's going to go down to 100 pounds.
You can't at your height.
For whom? For someone who abuses you? Who tells you things? You can't do that to yourself. And you're not only a so-called wife, you are a mother, and you have a responsibility to yourself and your baby to be a good role model for your baby. And this is not what I call fathering. I want to make sure she's really hearing me. Are you really hearing me?
I'm hearing you.
You're a perfect father. I saw you with a big grin on your face in the green room while she was out here full of pain. That is not a good father. Sorry.
Your son's gonna treat her the way you treat her. You want your little boy walking around like that?
History just goes one right after another, and your kids are going to do the same thing.
Right.
And I want to break that chain right now with each and every one of them out here, Sally. What is this thunder thighs and flabby belly and look at the thunder thighs over there. Beached whale? You look like a beached whale.
People are the fattest people on the earth. American people are the fattest. Why does everybody have to live up to that suspicion that we all have to be fat because it looks healthy?
The way in which you speak to her, you don't deserve her. Get off! Go away!
Hey, I tell you what, she's not the healthiest weight that she could be.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Look at
Yeah,
you,
that's
skinny
right.
Malink.
I tell you what, I don't care. I don't care if you think I'm skinny or not.
Attractive?
He's too skinny.
Of course, you're too skinny. Huh? Yeah. Why don't you leave? She deserves
why
better.
don't I leave her before
There's a
being
whole
skinny?
audience full of beautiful men out there that would cherish her,
I tell you what,
appreciate
if that's what she wants to do,
if
she can't do what I want her to do, then that's where she's going.
Guess what?
That's where she's going.
She is, Sally.
I'm totally fed up with this
She
stuff
is a party
about
to this. You got to take responsibility.
I don't know what to do with this.
Don't let him talk to you like that.
Look, somebody bigger than you has
Yeah,
something to say.
I'll take her. I'll take her.
You're welcome. She wants you. That's fine.
I'll take her.
Hey, what kind of job you got?
She deserves better.
What kind of job
She deserves better, baby.
How good for you?
Why is this such an emotional issue with so many people?
Why
The weight,
is
yeah.
it?
Why is weight after babies such an emotional issue?
Sally, it's all an unconscious thing, and it would take me a little while to do it. But these women represent mothers to these men, okay? And they can't have sex with their mothers. That's really the whole unconscious thing. And it's a long
I wonder
story.
if they understand that.
No,
they're-
they don't understand it.
We'll be right back.
continued to stir up trouble outside the salon. Paul was furious that Teresa was getting a makeover and literally dragged her out by her soaking wet hair. Bill and Mitch wound up in a fist fight and were taken away by security guards. Kim, Abby, and Tara were heartbroken that their special day had ended this way. Bill wasn't kidding when he said he'd leave. Since the show, he's moved out and is staying at his mother's house. But Tara isn't waiting for him to decide what to do with her life. She's enrolled in classes to become an emergency medical technician so she can support herself, and she's working on her self-esteem. She says, "I know I don't need Bill to make me feel good anymore, and now that he's gone, I feel I'm getting stronger every day." The night after the show, Paul left Teresa stranded in New York City and went out to meet other women. She did return home with him, but told us that she's not sure how much longer she can take his verbal and emotional abuse. Abby told us that Mitch loved seeing himself on TV and signed up for acting classes. But back at home, he's been as cool as ever, and Abby finally reached her breaking point. For the whole story, watch our upcoming update show. Kim told us that John has stopped calling her names, but still allows her to eat just one small meal a day. Kim is more miserable than ever, and she told us she was ready to give John an ultimatum. Watch for them to return on our upcoming update show.
And Renee, I tend to agree with you. These marriages are not in such solid footings, and I'm very suspicious of the quality of the gentleman involved. That's as nice as I can possibly say it. Anyhow, we thank you all for being with us, and we'll dip back into your lives, as is our wont, and find out how you're doing in, say, about 6 months. Till tomorrow, thank you.